Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 15th Annual Pillar Community Innovation Award Virtual Finalist Announcement Launch. Wow, isn't that a mouthful? Thanks for joining us. I am Mojde Cox, Executive Director at Pillar Nonprofit Network, and I am so excited to be here today to introduce the 2021 finalists for the 15th Annual Pillar Community Innovation Awards. Although we can't be together in person, we want to thank you all for being here today to share in the excitement as we announce this year's finalists and celebrate our 15th year hosting the awards and over 180 stories told. I think that's pretty remarkable. Each year, these stories inspire us and ultimately have the power to change us as we are prompted to consider how we too can continue or begin to take action to support our communities. Now, before we get to business or entertainment and move on with the program, we have a few housekeeping items to share. You have the option to use the live transcript tool located at the bottom toolbar on your Zoom window. Please note that errors may occur in that transcription. We will be disabling that chat during the opening shared by our board chair and during the land acknowledgement. If you have any technical issues throughout the presentation, please send a message to my amazing colleague, Charles Blazevich. I did not expect to have a hard time with the first name, Charles, my bad. Finally, we would love if you could share your congratulations in the chat today and on social media using the hashtag PCIA21. In a few moments, I will invite our amazing MCs and co-chairs to announce the finalists. But first, we would like to invite our wonderful board chair, Mary Alakakos, to share opening remarks with you all.
Bonjour, Vidaski Kwechit Dishnakas. Chiging Donjaba, Makwado dem. Gijemnado, nok misak nishumsak, meanwhile Kenigani na Jamajajek, Migwich Nango Minigijigak. Gabok Senmego, Gijemnado, we coamdamin Kinigego Kajit to win. We dokwish nang Gijemnado, nok misak, Mishumsak, meanwhile Kenigani na Jamajajek, where when we debajmatad young Nango Mumpi, we not Mongoabe Madzachik Mumpi Nemdamjek. Jawan Mishnang Gijemnado, Jawan Mishnang Gijemnado. Joanne Mishnanga Jemnado, Joanne Mishnanga Jemnado. Bonjour, Kinada Wendagnak, Nimin Wendan Wabminakuk, Begish Mino Yayek, Migwich Mumpigi Bi Yayek Nongwa.
Many thanks to you, Mary. We also wish to take this opportunity to acknowledge our relationship to this land. We acknowledge the history of the traditional territory and honor the longstanding relationships of the three local First Nations of this land and place in southwestern Ontario. This land served as the hunting ground for the Attawandaran, the Anishinaabeg, and the Haudenosaunee. The three longstanding Indigenous groups of this geographic region are the Anishinaabeg, the Haudenosaunee, and the Lunapawak. Pardon my pronunciation. We also recognize the three First Nation communities neighboring the city of London: Chippewas of the Thames First Nation, Oneida Nation of the Thames, and Munsee Delaware Nation. At Pillar, we commit to creating supporting inclusive environments that share the stories of this land and its people. And we'll continue to work towards creating a healthy, inclusive, and vibrant community for all through a heightened lens of awareness, of equity, and radical accountability. The Pillar Community Innovation Awards is our biggest storytelling platform for change makers, nonprofits, and social purpose organizations. We acknowledge that we have long benefited from a tradition of storytelling by Indigenous leaders in this community. They are the keepers of stories of this land and our relationship to it and all its inhabitants. The Pillar Community Innovation Awards are grounded in the belief that we all continue to share the stories of those who are creating the positive impact working with others to make meaningful shifts towards inclusion, equity, and community well-being. In 15 years, Pillar has shared over 180 stories of innovation, leadership, impact, and collaboration. And today we're celebrating our 12th more, celebrating 12 more individuals, organizations, and collaborations that will surely inspire you to create change in your own pocket of this world. I still can't believe it's been 180 stories and all these years. Kudos to this incredible team and community for supporting these efforts. These finalists remind us that we all have the capacity to make meaningful change in our communities, and that transformative change can happen when we commit to centering the voices of equity-deserving people. Today is already such a special celebration, and to add to this moment, we have the pleasure of showcasing the vocal artistry of Trevay Williams, emerging London-based artist. This is so exciting for me. He's incredible. Please help me in welcoming Trevay.
Hello everyone, my name is Trevay Williams. I am an upcoming artist from London, Ontario, and today we just want to celebrate change and those who are making change, and I want to sing this song for you just to encourage those who are making change, because I know it's a hard time right now and we appreciate you. The song I'm going to sing is A Change Is Gonna Come by Sam Cooke. I was born by the river in a little tent, and just like the river, I've been running ever since. It's been a long time coming, but I know my change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. It's been too hard living, but I'm afraid to die. But I know there's something up there beyond the sky. It's been a long time coming, but I know my change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. So I go to the movie and I go downtown. Someone keep telling me don't hang around. It's been a long time coming, but I know my change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will. Then I go to my brother and I say, brother, help me please, oh. And he winds up knocking me, yeah, right down on my knees. Oh, there's been times when I thought I wouldn't last for long, but I think I'm able to carry on. It's been a long time coming, but I know my change gonna come. Oh, yes, it will.
Ooh. I need a minute. Do you need a minute? I need like a second to let that soak in. What an absolutely incredible incredible voice and performance. Deep appreciation for you, Treve, for joining us and for reminding us that change is gonna come, and more of that, but it is happening all around us because of the extraordinary people in the network in our region. Whew, yes, we need a moment of collection after hearing that voice. A lot of so much power in that voice. Unbelievable. Events of this size and caliber take a lot of hands and hearts and minds. And we want to thank our community volunteer selections committee members, Frances Elizabeth Moore, Silence Genty, Doug Whitelaw, so sorry about that, Christina Fox and Zahra Habib, for taking on the hard working of selecting these finalists and amongst so many amazing, deserving nominees. I also want to take a moment to thank my colleagues who are the invisible hands often all across all the work across Pillar. You're inspiring each and every single day. On behalf of Pillar Nonprofit Network, thank you for your time and commitment, volunteers and community. Appreciate you all. And now I'd like to take a little time to introduce this year's co-chairs and MCs for the 15th Annual Community Innovation Awards. To lead us through the rest of our announcement, I've been waiting for this moment, not only to be off the hook, because this is hard work, folks. 130 some odd of y'all, we've got 92 on the screen, that's amazing. But even more in anticipation to let you be whimsically I'm going off script. This is swept. See, this is what happens when I go off script. These two remarkable women are dynamic community activators and change makers. Firstly, Saidat Vandenberg, I have to say thank you for all that you do and all of your work, because you've touched our lives and my personal life with my children. She is an award-winning community leader, children's entertainer, artistic director, motivational speaker, and the list goes on and on and on. Her program, The Saidat Show, catch it if you can, was born from a desire to make people smile and build confidence in the younger generation. And Saidat has now reached over, y'all ready for this, 800,000 students across Canada. Saidat's message of encouragement, self-worth, and community-mindedness is also a motivation for a global audience. She represents a powerful message that comes from the heart. The one person can make a difference. She shares the MC and chair roles with Emily Strybosch. Did I get that right, Emily? I tried. I did that like 5 times last night. Emily is a brand specialist at Libra Credit Union, and her dedication to helping others on a personal and professional development journeys has led her to involvement in global, national, and provincial credit union young leader initiatives. So important, this work, to introduce folks to alternative banking systems. She is the founder and the chair of Ontario Credit Union Young Leaders Network and chair of Libro Emerging Leaders Committee. I'm tired just reading this. You're doing a lot. Emily is a strategic thinker, not to mention vibrant, dynamic, and just will make you smile in a few seconds of engagement with her. She's also a problem solver and an innovation advocate. She's passionate about leadership, continuous learning, and giving back and supporting community change. And I'll have to say thank you, Emily, because we've been on the receiving end of that inspiration and your work. Saidat and Emily, thank you for all you do. Thank you in advance. Mojde out, you're in, over to you.
Mojde, thank you. We love your energy shines through, and although you think you were nervous, you were doing amazingly well, and we just love the work that you're doing. And Emily and I, we're excited. Are you excited, Emily? Yes. So we are excited because we are so thrilled to be able to reveal our 12 finalists for this year. So amazing. So we also invite all of you to please help us share these great stories in your own networks and on social media using the hashtag PCIA21.
Now, what we have all been waiting for, it is time to announce this year's finalists.
Yeah.
Yay! So we're going to start with the Community Innovation Finalists, which is presented by 3M. Nominees for this award have recognized new and better ways to address a need in the community, despite the many demands and sometimes too few resources. Nominees have found innovative, creative, and efficient solutions to make a difference in the lives of others. Their innovative efforts have had a positive impact on our community. Our innovation finalists are Food Bruce Gray, United Way, Owen Sound. The United Way of Bruce Gray saw an increased demand for fresh and healthy food during the pandemic and wanted to better illustrate the escalating issue of food insecurity. To bring their food bank and meal programs together and unlock the power of data, the United Way partnered with a startup company called MPX to build the Food Bruce Gray app, a data collection platform that allows food programs to capture and share their data and to show their impact in the community. Designed to illuminate the scope of food insecurity using real-time data, this website is intended to educate, start conversations, and find solutions through collaboration. Several communities across the country are now using a version of this platform to highlight food insecurities in their own regions. The London Muslim Mosque Community Support Program. The London Muslim Mosque Community Support Program provides assistance for community members in need with outstanding bills, one-time expenses, and food vouchers. The Community Support Program helps families through challenging circumstances, such as loss of income or structural barriers associated with immigration. The program greatly improves the quality of life of many low-income families who are unemployed or newcomers. The mosque has directly assisted over 200 families and continues to support dozens of families each month. This initiative demonstrates the importance of supporting those who have barriers to accessible information and support due to cultural and language constraints, as well as a need for fair and equitable community supports to help those most in need. The YMCA of Southwestern Ontario. The YMCA of Southwestern Ontario is a multi-service charity that provides opportunities for growth in spirit, mind, and body for people of all backgrounds, beliefs, and abilities. With health and fitness branches, camps, childcare centers, community programs, and newcomer services across the region, the Y is committed to the development of healthy communities. During COVID-19, the Y demonstrated exemplary innovation as they pivoted their programming to ensure community resilience, including bringing their fitness classes and community programs online, and developed new programs and outreach approaches to meet the needs of newcomers to Canada and vulnerable Londoners. Through adjusting ways of developing programs and opening their doors to vulnerable Londoners, the Y continues to live by the mandate and value of inclusion. Let's all give a hand and congratulations to our Community Innovation finalists.
Oh, that's amazing. Congratulations, Community Innovation finalists. And now we recognize our Community Leadership finalists presented by Rogers TV. The nominees for this award stand out because of their exceptional professional and/or volunteer achievements in the community, which are above and beyond their role in a paid position. Their integrity, dedication, ingenuity, and leadership are undeniable throughout their notable contribution to a nonprofit and/or not-for-profit social enterprise. Now, these nominees embody the spirit of the community, and through their actions and accomplishments are an inspiration to others. Our community leadership finalists are Jyoti Baidia. Over 40 years, Jyoti Baidia has led numerous volunteer projects supporting the Nepali community in London and at home. Jyoti has spearheaded initiatives, including helping government-assisted refugees from Bhutan with basic needs and support, advocating and fundraising for those affected by the 2015 Nepal earthquake, celebrating Nepali and Bhutanese culture locally, and supporting Nepali youth through performing arts and sports. He is currently associated with Helping Hands Without Borders Canada. And as a project lead, Jyoti led a multi-pronged campaign to help the local Nepali-speaking community protect themselves from COVID-19 by reducing barriers to information and vaccine access, resulting in over 900 community members being vaccinated. And across his projects, Jyoti focuses on helping those on the margins, making sure those most vulnerable are heard and supported. Next, we have Leroy Hibbert. Leroy Hibbert is married to a wonderful woman named Helen, and they have 2 beautiful grandchildren. He is the Multicultural Outreach Program Coordinator at Luso Community Services. At Luso, Leroy leads programming on race relations, cultural diversity, and is involved in programming and is involved in multi-initiatives focused on youth engagement, equity, and anti-racism. As a founding member of the Pledge to End Bullying, Leroy was instrumental in highlighting racism as part of the regional campaign. Leroy works closely with the London school boards, consulting on strategies to help students become anti-racist. He is a member of the Thames Valley District School Board's Equity and Inclusivity Advisory Committee. He supports the London District Catholic School Board's Belonging Committee and the Coaching Boys into Men's Committee and the London Black History Coordinating Committee. Leroy is a trusted advisor and advocate for the local Black community, often sought after by the media for his deep knowledge on Black history and current events. And I am just so honored to be able to recognize Leroy because Leroy was instrumental in me being the side-eye show for our community. So I'm excited to recognize Leroy tonight. And now our next incredible world changer is Sarah Lehman. Sarah Lehman is a longtime supporter and lead volunteer of the Extra Life London Guild, a key fundraising program for the Children's Health Foundation. Under Sarah's direction, the Guild has seen a steady increase in funds that have helped to support children and their families during their most vulnerable times. In a once male-dominated volunteer group, Sarah advocates for the inclusion of different voices and opinions, ensuring everyone can be heard and feel heard. Sarah's leadership has reinvigorated the volunteer groups that help raise funds for the hospital, and her perseverance has allowed the Guild to expand to other regions. She is described as an outgoing and vivacious leader who always lends her voice to those who need support and is not afraid to step back to let someone else shine. And we're so thankful, Sarah, that we are just acknowledging you today and you are shining through. Congratulations to our community leadership finalists.
Next, our community impact finalists, presented by Canada Life. Nominees for this award recognize new and better ways to address a need in the community despite the many demands and sometimes too few resources available. Their efforts have a positive and meaningful impact on the broader community, resulting in clear and measurable change. Nominees in this category demonstrate a commitment to building relationships and collaborating meaningfully with individuals and the communities they serve. They have changed the culture of their organization or worked towards shifting systems by listening to the voices in their community and involving them in solutions and/or in the process. Our community impact finalists are Elisa Rose, Okadinaje Program, Alosa Family Healing Services. Elisa Rose Little Thunder is an Anishinaabe Kwe of the Martin Clan of the Chippewas of Kettle and Stony Point First Nation. As the Indigenous advocate and anti-human trafficking coordinator at Alosa Family Healing Services, Elisa leads the anti-human trafficking program, Okadinage. Okadinage is for survivors of human trafficking, exploitation, and sexual abuse. Through her work, Elisa has successfully connected those at risk, victims, and survivors with services and support, as well as equipping the next generation of Indigenous youth with the tools, knowledge, and empowerment to identify and avoid recruitment into human trafficking. Elisa carries a strong passion for advocacy and has the voice for it. An active member of the London community, she is dedicated to ending violence against Indigenous people and devoted to the recovery of culture and the revitalization of healing and wellness in our communities. Samantha Krishnapale, the On Canada Project. Samantha Krishnapale is the founder, executive director, and editor-in-chief of the On Canada Project. The On Canada Project launched in June of 2020 to address the gaping inequities in pandemic-related communications. Since then, they have grown to use their conversational, credible, compassionate, and critical lens to talk about issues facing our country. Samantha's dynamic and participatory leadership style enables grassroots, volunteer-based project with over 170 core team volunteers to empower and engage millennials and Generation Z to stay informed, take up action, and champion change in the time of COVID-19 and beyond. The project aims to equip Canadian youth with easy to understand, equitable, and evidence-based information so that it's easy to engage in public discourse. They simplify and share information so their audience can champion change and work towards addressing deep-rooted systemic inequalities in Canada. Carol Walters, the Alzheimer's Society Southwest Partners. Carol Walters served as the CEO of the Alzheimer's Society London and Middlesex since 2017 and is now the CEO of the unified agency Alzheimer's Society Southwest Partners. Alzheimer's Society Southwest Partners works to alleviate the personal and social consequences of Alzheimer's disease and other dementias, offering a suite of services to people living with dementia, care partners, and their families. The organization supports their clients' journey through counseling, education, support groups, and social recreational programs. Under Carol's leadership, the Society has significantly increased the visibility and accessibility of their services within the region to help with early diagnosis and intervention. She's a strong advocate and an active community partner and has led various projects to ensure inclusive outreach, such as her support in the launch of the Dementia Friendly Communities program to educate personal service providers, businesses, first responders, and other community services about the needs of clients. Let's all give it up again for our congratulations to our Community Impact finalists.
Yes. Emily, this is so exciting, and just to listen to these stories and just the work that's being done in our communities. That's
So inspiring, so inspiring.
It's amazing. And last but not least, we have the Community Collaboration finalists. Now, the nominees for this award provide outstanding examples of collaboration within their communities. These nominees recognize the benefits that come from accessing resources and expertise of individuals, local businesses, government, nonprofits, or charities for positive community impact. Through the synergy that comes with community collaboration, the nominees have facilitated increased sustainability, efficiency, impact, and innovation in the service they provide to their community. One collaborative partner must be from a nonprofit organization or nonprofit social enterprise. And our community collaboration finalists are COVID Care Kits. COVID Care Kits was a partnership between Crouch Neighborhood Resource Center, Glencairn Community Resource Center, and Youth for Christ London. The collaboration was a response to immediate concerns about food insecurity for low-income or immunocompromised residents in the early stage of the pandemic. In March 2020, Crouch lost access to all of its operating space and approached Glencairn for support to sustain their emergency food services in the Hamilton Road neighborhood. Now, Glen Cairn immediately offered the use of their community kitchen and warehouse, allowing the first 45 COVID care kits to be delivered to low-income residents who would normally access the emergency food cupboard at the Crouch Library. As basic needs across the city shut down and requests for basic needs support continued to rise, the operation outgrew Glencairn's space, and YFC offered the use of their gym for food sorting as well as assistance with wholesale food procurement. At the height of the first wave, Crouch, Glencairn, and YFC worked together to deliver food, hygiene items, and educational materials to more than 700 low-income and immunocompromised residents in the Hamilton Road and Ponds Mills neighborhoods on a weekly basis. Next, we have Health Outreach Mobile Engagement, also known as HOME. Health Outreach Mobile Engagement is a collaboration between London Intercommunity Health Center, Middlesex London Paramedic Service, Regional HIV/AIDS Connection, Addiction Services of Thames Valley, which will soon be called Canadian Mental Health Association Thames Valley, and London Cares Homelessness Response Services. HOME provides a multidisciplinary, multi-sectoral mobile response to improve the health outcomes and health equity of highly marginalized individuals in London. The program addresses the ongoing crisis of opioid poisoning and overdose and housing precarity amplified by COVID-19. The collaborative partners who have a long history of responding to these challenges came together to respond to these intersecting crises on people who experience homelessness, are insecurely housed, or are underhoused. The HOME partners provide a more holistic and lower barrier access to services by developing a many agencies but one team approach to improving the health and outcome of health equity and highly marginalized individuals. Robert's Ideal Giveaway. In 2006, Robert's Ideal Giveaway was conceptualized by Robert P.O. Hajar. He helps relieve poverty amongst his peers with disabilities. At giveaways, qualified individuals are invited to shop and enjoy a lunch for free, and they're given the opportunity to make choices. Now, this empowering program provides material benefit with dignity to individuals with disabilities, people experiencing homelessness, and those living in poverty. Local schools who partner with Ideal benefit from the mentorship opportunities provided by Ideal champions and leadership mentors. In November 2019, Ideal Way collaborated with CCH, Catholic Central High School, to implement Robert's Ideal Giveaway. Now, 100 volunteers distributed $75,000 worth to 500 individuals. And as a result of this collaboration, Ideal Way beneficially connected with persons having intellectual disabilities and experiencing homelessness, and those in group homes and supported independent living. And we are so excited to announce all of these amazing people making a difference. And congratulations to our community collaboration finalists. Now, lastly, the Community Choice Award is back again this year and is presented by Chorus Entertainment. We are encouraging Londoners, all of you, and who show your support for these finalists. And you can find the link to vote by visiting our website at pcia.pillarnonprofit.ca/finalist. And the recipient will be announced at the Pillar Community Innovation Awards on November 18th, 2021, during our virtual awards ceremony. Please show your love and support for these finalists.
This is us showing love and support virtually. What an incredible lineup. Thank you, Saidat and Emily, and congratulations to all of the finalists. And more importantly, thank you for putting in the work. If you were one of the almost 800 folks who attended our virtual celebration last year, you know the 15th annual Pillar Community Innovation Awards. I'll get to that. When it comes to the real deal, I'm gonna practice this and it's gonna be fine. It's a mouthful for me right now. You know that the 15th annual Pillar Community Innovation Awards will promise fun, hope, and inspiration, and certainly more bloopers from yours truly. I now want to thank these amazing and generous sponsors. Lastly, but not least, to our outstanding sponsors, thank you for believing in the importance of storytelling in this event and supporting the impact storytelling in our community. Our sponsors include at the platinum level, Libro Credit Union, our silent angels in the community who have their hands on everything, a lot of things, maybe not everything, but a lot. Thank you for that. At the award level, we have, of course, other community champions, 3M Canada, Canada Life, Chorus Entertainment, and there's that Libro again, Rogers TV. We have the level gold sponsors next, Gotham Studios and X Factory. Incredible, thank you for your support. And at the silver award, Fanshawe College Innovation Village, the London Free Press, we know you're watching, and PricewaterhouseCoopers. Thank you so much for your support. At the bronze level, we have Auburn Development, McCabe Promotionals, Our Traction, the Sisters of St. Joseph, TD Bank, and Tool and Cutter. We wouldn't be able to do this without you. And at the community level, we have Architects, Tillman Ruth Robinson, Bluestone Properties, Inc., Bell Canada, Davis Martindale, Decade Group, KPMG, Sports Express, Spreet Associates Limited, Teppermans, Quiet Legacy Planning Group. Thank you so much. Thank you to all of those who made this possible and who helped make this event happen. And most importantly, for the work that you all do each and every day. We see you, we believe in you, and we believe in this community. Change is gonna come, more change. For more details about the finalists and to purchase tickets for the awards celebration on, mark this date, save it right now, November 18th, please visit pcia.pillarnonprofit.ca. Also, follow on Twitter. Here I am sending you all over to Twitter. For more details, also follow us on Twitter at PillarNN, and don't forget that hashtag PCIA21. Thank you again for joining us today. And you know what? I know we're going to see you again. And look at that confetti. Let's do this. Thanks so much, everyone. Thank you. Have a great day. This was fun.
Thank you. Congratulations,
much.
everyone.
Yay! Congrats. See you on Twitter. Bye, everyone.